Here we are, stuck again. Here we are, where do we begin?
Yo YouTube land, Sean here with 618 Bushcraft. Previously in the Bushcraft Know-How series, we learned how to hang a ridge pole. So today we are going to learn how to use that skill, and we are going to build a basic lean-to shelter. The first question you want to ask yourself is, what's your shelter for? Are you sleeping under it? Is it just a place to hang out, which is what mine is? Or, you know, think of your plane. How big is it going to be? Kind of get the idea of the pitch, all that. And then you want to find a spot. So I've been walking around a little bit, and I'll show you what I found. Well, this is the first spot that I wanted to use between these two trees here. It's a little longer than I wanted, but a little bit more room never hurts. But the first thing you've got to ask yourself once you find a spot is it safe? Is there any widowmakers around? And this spot has one. That is the main reason why I like this spot. You've already got a spot to baton, chop up food that you're bringing. As you can see, it's a down tree, and you look, that may not come down anytime soon, but I don't want to risk it. This here might help you understand more why I don't want to risk it. Then I considered this spot since it was still close to the chopping block over there, but I wanted to be a little bit more in the middle of this small patch of woods, so I kept looking and found something pretty interesting along the way. As I was walking, I found that guy, and unfortunately he's pretty frozen to the ground. The other side of his jaw there kind of stuck, and then I found all these bones. I thought, what the hoot, might as well just keep them, do something with them, and I think I have a little idea. I told myself the bigger bones, parts of the legs and whatnot of whatever animal this was, I'm guessing probably a deer. I'd probably make myself look stupid after showing the skull because I'm almost positive it's a deer. But I found the bigger bones. They're pretty still stuck to the ground, so I've got the spot marked, and I will get them later. This is the spot we found, and we're going to settle on. It'll be plenty wide enough, I believe, for Leighton and myself to come out here, sit underneath the lean-to. It's not going to be an overnight spot, so it's going to be a pretty short pitch. It's enough to block the wind, because the wind's usually coming from this direction out here. We'll have the fire pit out there. I got some stuff to clean up. I'm going to do that real quick. And we need a ridge pole. As you can see, the one we hung earlier in the series is right back there. I think I found a better piece, and I'll explain why. We are going to use this standing dead tree or a ridge pole, hopefully, for the fact that most of this bark is already off, and it's coming off pretty easy. There's some parts in that section there where I'm going to have to use the axe a little bit and hopefully not find any really rotten spots, but that's why we're using it. The reason why it's good that the bark is coming off of this tree is if the bark is off of any wood that you're going to use for a shelter, that wood's going to not rot as fast. Just in case anybody sees this in the background and is wondering what I did, it's just a simple clove hitch, tied to a carabiner, simple knot, place to hang your bag. Okay, we got to get this last little part that's going to be in my way to hang the shelter out, And I got this, the Eversaw folding saw. I was going to get Leighton a Laplander, but this one was a little cheaper, and I figured, why not give it a little try? Wow, this thing really binds. I use a Corona folder that did not even bind this bad. I'm not very impressed. Oh boy. A lot more rotten than I thought. Maybe up at the top, that won't be so bad. Good so far. So that's what I brought along today to cut the ridgepole, and the axe made quick work of getting the bark off the ridgepole, and the bush lore very surprisingly carved it right off. I'm very impressed with that little knife. Okay, so now that we got the ridgepole ready, I'm not going to waste the time and show you guys me tying it up. If you've watched the Bushcraft Know-How series already, there's a video that shows how we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Whoop! Don't lean. We're going to do it the same way, except this time we're going to use Sergeant Knott's tarred bank line. Never used bank line. It's supposed to be, if not 100% rot resistant, it's rot resistant a lot more than paracord. So that's what we're going to use. Should have said the first time, this is size 36 bank line. Just a quick showing here, just to show what happens, how much easier things get when you practice. Ta-da! Okay, now we're starting to work on the back. This log here on the left is one that I cleaned up from the site, used to check, and it was a little bit short. So we got our next piece laid out right next to it. And then you can see right there, we're going to try that. But before, we want to get all these knots and stuff off right here, because I plan on putting a tarp on the back of this just to make it totally waterproof. So we don't want any pricklies there to put a hole in our tarp. Okay, another little trick is, you see here this branch, how it's curving that way? You want to go the opposite end of its curve. Okay, so this is going to work perfect for me. If I wanted it to have more room in the back, I'd obviously cut the pole here longer so I could make the pitch of it a lot more steep. But like, this is going to be perfect for me and Leighton just to sit as a little wind block, so it's going to be good. Lighting is getting bad. I didn't expect to find those bones and play around as much as I did. That's what happens when you come out to the bush. You get distracted, you play. But I'm going to try to get a few more of these cut up real quick so I can show you the gist of what we're supposed to do here.